know who's coming through, leaving. Your flow sound use, got to pay your dues, baby. You know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
They're on the 26-yard line.
First carry down for David Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Like 20.
Now gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You look at this Carolina defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready?
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Young to throw it. That'll be caught. It's the rookie from Nebraska with it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now.
To throw, Young. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll have it past midfield, almost gets to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Lions have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll try the air now with Goff. On the move to it, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready?
Young. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
3rd down, Young from the gun.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now Young on 4th down. Going up top.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there was the right call.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Goff now looking to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. You look at this Carolina defense.
They come in the top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, They cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Hold on. Check. We go tonight. 20.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
10 yards to go.
Again, Goff. Ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They go play action. Young. And this one is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Young to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Now Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good. The Lions. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Montgomery is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Blaster, 6. Let's ready.
Here's Young. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
To throw is gone. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Ric Flair.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Down. Ready.
They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Yellow, 43.
Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to throw. Goff. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's gone. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Panthers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
10-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go.
Ready.
2nd down and 4.
Ready. Set.
Young will set to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now here's Young, escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Down. Set.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in favor here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Goff. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 to the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them
in the locker room at halftime.
And this one too low. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Nice little juke. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young going to give to Brooks. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Blue striker. Here we go. Ready?
Young now. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
120. What's up?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Complete to right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
We go tonight. 180. Turbo.
Goff now to throw. That one let go deep for Laporta. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
180.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
19 yards. That's good for a Lions.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
6 yards.
Couple
couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Short pass here taken in by Laporta. Giving a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It's Young off play action. They'll find McMillan here. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Young. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Off the play fake, Young. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
What's that?
Gone. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making it.
And now here's another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard hard to start him up again, so I think he may want to keep him cranking high right here.
Here's third and a few inches.
Down. Set.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They're getting the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Trouble, 38.
To throw, Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Let's go. Black, claw, 10. Black ultra. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
52-yard attempt.
Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal.
Will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it.
And this will stay a three-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
180.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far. Now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And he's able to bring to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Down. 33. Yellow. Hut, hut.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready. 50. Green.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
You ain't never been a skate town.